Hi, welcome back. It is time for our Pet Doctor segment. We've got Dr. Larson here from the Westville Animal Hospital, and we're going a little different route.
We're going a different path today.
Now, we're going to talk about something that everybody's aware of, I would imagine, fireflies.
That's right.
Gosh, they're everywhere right now.
And you know what? Some people ask me, well, why would you have a firefly for the Pet Doctor segment?
Why?
Well, Tim, who in the world has not, as a youngster, caught fireflies, put them in a jar, kept them for a couple of days, and turned them back loose and watch them light up in the jar?
It just really seems to be a part of growing up, especially in this part of the country. There's got to be scientific names for them and all sorts of things. I mean, we call them fireflies, lightning bugs. What else is there?
Well, the name of the firefly itself, the scientific name is Cleopyrta.
Okay.
Or I'd like to say it lamp Pyrta, or Pyrrhidae, depending how you want to pronounce it. That means lamp is the light organ of the firefly, and I don't know how the name. You know, I was thinking how they make these names up. They just put all the letters
Cram it together.
Shake them up, throw them out, and see what comes out.
Right. I'm glad you have to pronounce those things. Species-wise, you know, that's not something I'd ever think about. To me, they're all the same, but are there different?
They look all the same. There are 2,000 different species of fireflies, but not all of them produce the light. Now, we're lucky. We have fireflies that produce light here, but further west you go, less and less fireflies there are.
Really?
They're out there, but they don't produce the light.
Okay. And I've never had an issue with them. Is there anything where they can bite, sting like other insects that we have?
No, they don't do that to us. They're perfectly harmless. You can catch them and hold them. The grandkids hold them. They have a great time with it. They do live part of the life cycle on snails.
Okay.
The larval stage of fireflies, their favorite meal is a snail.
Okay.
And what they eat a lot of people think, well, fireflies eat grasses and that kind of thing. No, they eat other insects.
Really?
So they're really not a bad thing to be flying around there catching those insects.
I'll take them over mosquitoes any day.
Bet.
Why do they produce the light?
2 reasons. One reason is
Our entertainment.
Well, that's the third reason. They attract mates.
Okay.
Okay. So the light is emitting to attract a mate. And also, they may just attract another insect that's curious. Get too close to a firefly and you become a meal.
Hey, that works out pretty well. Maybe my vision's not the greatest. The color seems to be the same on all of them to me, at least in my yard. But are there varying colors to them?
There are. They produce, some fireflies produce orange colors. Others produce kind of a greenish color. And the ones around here, we'll call that a yellow color.
Yeah, that's the one I would typically see. Now, you talked about the fact that it's to help attract a mate. Do they flash during the day at all?
No, there's no reason to.
Okay.
They only do it at night for the attracting mate. Now, one of the problems with fireflies is called light pollution. Because with light pollution, they don't flash, they don't attract their mates, and then so they become more and more
well, I guess that makes
less
sense.
populated in the area. So, and actually, the species that produce light in fireflies are in a declining situation right now because of that light pollution.
And for organisms like fireflies that produce light, what do they call those?
Great word. Biolucents. Love that word. Or biolucent, one of the 2 terms meaning light producing.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of animals, we call them deep sea creatures, where it's dark down deep in the ocean.
Yes.
That's how they attract each other, because of the light they produce.
And how much research has been done on this?
There's been quite a bit, because the light is produced by a chemical reaction involving calcium and oxygen and some other chemicals. Well, that's great, because the research has found out that almost 100% of the light produced is then the energy it takes to produce light is used in light production. I guess what I'm trying to say, it's 100% effective.
That's incredible.
Now, if we could just grasp that idea.
Now if we could figure that out.
Now they're working on it. They used to use live fireflies. And of course, that's kind of hard on a firefly population.
Yeah.
But now we've figured out how to make the chemicals ourselves. And it takes baby steps. So maybe someday our light bulb will be worked, turned on, because light's produced by fireflies.
I bet that was a lot more interesting than a lot of people thought. That was pretty fascinating.
Yeah, one more thing I want to show you guys. The light organ. Everybody knows what it is, but it's called a light organ. See a little yellow thing there? That's the color of light they produce, too.
Well, there you go.
And boys and girls produce light.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Thanks, Dr. Larson. Stick with us. We'll be right back.